What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com, Blackstone Labs, DMAA, the FDA. Confusion. I think a lot of people who saw this video just read the title and assumed that I came down on Blackstone. Oh, no. I will also say that in my update video, I actually might have misstated some things, and I am man enough to say, whoopsie. Now, when you're doing a video, and I even said in that video that my opinion will be simply a hypothesis on what could have happened based on the evidence. Just going back, Blackstone Labs was raided by the FDA. In that raid, they reportedly took DMAA containing products as well as computers. From that knowledge, one is to assume, being that it is in a court case right now with High-Tech, which I will get to immediately, High-Tech versus the FDA, that DMAA was the ingredient that was the focal point of this raid. Okay, so just bear with me. My initial intent with this video is, before the info got out on the raid, and this is a God's honest truth, I've corresponded with PJ, with people from Blackstone Labs about this, and they actually thanked me for getting the information out there and having their back. So I'm not sure where people say I'm just trying to take companies down. I just spent a whole day with Cody Montgomery and the Blackstone Labs team filming in Tampa. By the way, the videos are going to be up there, going to be sick. So the bottom line is, they're good people, and I wanted to get out their information that, look, this is just the FDA rating shit. It doesn't mean they have any evidence. And also, I will state, on the political front, Rand Paul is actually trying to talk to Trump and introduce legislation that will make it so it's illegal for the government to come and confiscate assets of people under investigation until proven guilty. So the shit that's been going on, people being raided, stuff being taken, unless you're convicted, that might be a thing of the past, okay? So that's on a side, that's on a political aside. So I actually have spoken to Rich Gaspari. I have an email from Jared Wheat, the owner of High-Tech, who's the one suing the FDA. I've talked to Mike at PricePlow. In fact, Mike Roberto, I'm gonna link it down below. It actually has the press release from High-Tech, written by Mr. Wheat, who, by the way, a lot of different reports coming in. Everything I've heard in my correspondences with him, he's one of the nicest guys I've ever talked to. So at the end of the day, the DMAA case looks very promising in court. From what I've read from this press release and from what I've heard on the down low, the FDA is scrambling because DMAA has been found in very low amounts in nature. So the FDA, instead of trying to prove otherwise, with USADA, those great people keeping us from the illegal drugs of the world, they wanted to raise the minimum detection limit to make those results obsolete. The FDA is caught in lies. The ending of this from Jared Wheat was actually quite awesome. Let me see where it was. Hold on. This is not about mistakes, countered Jared Wheat, CEO of High-Tech Pharmaceuticals. This is not about negligence. This is not about incompetence. This is about intentional wrongdoing. High-Tech looks forward to its long-awaited victory in the coming months and felt it was long overdue to share with our consumers how this case has evolved, claiming the FDA has been negligent. Now, on the other side, in the opening paragraph, the raid on Blackstone Labs, this from High-Tech's press release, was not based upon DMAA, but dealt with records they were seeking going back to 2012 in relation to their dealings with Duracap Labs, a company whose principals were indicted for steroids months ago. And then I mentioned Marc Lobliner and Ron Kramer, along with others, have insinuated that High-Tech was losing its battle against the FDA and DMAA. I didn't insinuate that, but I can see that Ron probably has, and I'm good with Ron too. I like everybody in this situation. So I'm going to just state some things for the fact of the matter. Fact of the matter is, DMAA might be making a comeback on the market. If they can win their case against the FDA, unless the FDA has somehow skewed the judges, which I wouldn't put it past the federal government, you might see DMAA's resurgence on the market. Number two, Blackstone, from what we know, the computers being taken and the DMAA containing products were mainly due to their dealings with DuraCap Labs, but I'm sure they were trying to find some other things while they were there. Although I'm not quite sure the scope of their subpoena, of their whatever it's called. I'm not sure the scope of their warrant for this raid. Number 3, I'd like to apologize to Mr. Jared Wheat, Blackstone Labs, and anybody else if my conjecturing was off base. Number 4, I think I'm on number 4. I currently do business and enjoy doing business with both high tech and with Blackstone Labs. Number 5, they account for a very small portion of our sales. Me promoting them, because I know this will be brought up in the comments section, does not mean that I'm just trying to sell more of their products. I'm doing this because it's the right thing to do, and I'm not clickbaiting. I just want you guys to have the right information. The whole premise of the first video was so no one would panic and think that Blackstone is a shady company due to the FDA raiding them. So on that note, I've had different sides, from the side against high tech to high tech, come at me with information. As a retailer and, of course, as the internet guy, right? And, I carry their products. They don't want me dropping their lines. So here's what we know. DMAA, as sold by high tech, for now, while the case is in court, from my knowledge, which might or might not be correct, is still okay to buy and you will not be criminally prosecuted. As for the future of DMAA, we don't know. And as for what's going on with Blackstone, I have no reason to believe, and I do business with these guys. Obviously, I love the Gorilla Chemist. Cody Montgomery is one of the nicest guys. Had a great time with them in Tampa last week. I have no reason to believe that this is going to impact Blackstone negatively one bit. They're going to come back bigger, come back stronger, and they might come back with DMAA since it's legal. But for now, they're currently discontinuing their dust with DMAA. From what I understand, from what I've read, it's no longer in stock unless they just sold out of it. So on that note, my word is not gold on this. This is from hearing from many different sides, trying to get it all together. For now, what I know is that it might be making a comeback. In fact, from my reading of it, it looks promising. However, to think that the courts are going to actually follow the law might be a bit presumptuous of me. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. When you do these kind of breaking stories with only info you have, you risk misstating things. I don't think I did, but I understand how it could have come off a little bit weird. This is me grabbing my nuts with my hand and saying, look, if anything was misconstrued, that's my bad. Here's what I know now. I'm Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. Because the return of DMAA, is it imminent? I don't know, but it's not a game.